Goedenavond iedereen, welkom op de persconferentie van de Belgen, van Roberto Martinez, de bondscoach. Zijn bevindingen over de wedstrijd. U kan uw vragen stellen. Wie begint? Fred Bleus.
Hi Fred.
What is your analysis of this game? And what is your analysis of this game? And are you worried before the World Cup with this result?
No. I think let's go in parts. I think the way I feel about the game is that we missed an opportunity to score that first goal. I think obviously our performance needed to get the first goal to see the reaction, and we created enough chances in the first half to score that goal that in a way would have created a little bit more of uncertainty. I thought the home team were cautious and they were able to try to control the game, but I thought we stopped them from that. I don't think we gave them an easy period, and we created the best chances. Obviously then, when you analyze the result, once they score the goal, it changes completely, and then we seen that Thibaut had to be a couple of times at his best, and the scoreline a little bit doesn't reflect what we were trying to do. Today we didn't come here just to win, we came here to try to win by 3 goals, and I think at the end we lost a little bit the opportunity to reach that objective because we couldn't score that first goal. And then from there, a lot of things that we tried, different new players, to see the debut of Amadou Onana as a start, and obviously seeing the second start of Zeno de Bast. And from that point, every player that was on the pitch gave us real good information to watch what we have to do in the next 7 weeks.
Okay, thank you. Bart Laga, Standaard.
Yes, hi Roberto. Does Michy Batshuayi brings enough in this time for the national team? Because obviously Romelu is very difficult to replace, but does Michy does enough for you?
Michy has always been fulfilling the role that he has. Every time that we needed Michy to lead the line and be the last person in our play, has been getting great numbers. If you look at the number of starts and the number of goals for a number 9, I think that speaks for itself. Obviously, we all know that when Romelu Lukaku is fully fit, he's our number 9, but I think Michy has been able to contribute well. I think Luis Openda, the way that he's coming into the scene, is a very interesting prospect for us in that number 9 position. But I was overall in the camp, Michy has done what we expected from him.
Okay, Ludo van der Wallen, hier vooraan.
Hi Roberto. Hi. How do you feel about Zeno de Bast? Because he was involved in the second goal. I think he should mark Virgil van Dijk. How do you feel about it? Because it's for a young guy.
I thought it was another step forward. I think Zeno obviously is coming into terms to the way that we want to play and the way we want to defend. Today we open a lot of spaces for the wide centre halves, and he's coped with that really well in the corner. That just a dead ball situation against probably one of the best headers in world football. I don't want to assess the performance in a negative way, because I think his positives in the 90 minutes overcomes any negative aspect of a dead ball situation. I was pleased with his personality. I was pleased with the way that he carried out the instructions, and for me, it's been the real finding of this camp.
Okay, Fred.
Leander de Donker was not in the group. What is the explanation?
A little bit match fitness. I think with Leander, obviously, when we've been working in training, we've seen him with a little bit of lack of match fitness. And today was just a decision between having Leander, that he covers for that number 6 and centre half, or having an extra attacking option. So the decision was to try to go all out. Today we were not coming here to try to get a draw, to try to get a positive result. We came here to try to get 3 goals, and that's the reason why we added an extra option on the bench in the attacking positions instead of having defenders. We kept Arthur Theater, and then everyone else in the defensive positions. It was people that they could work in those without being specialists.
Oké, nog vragen voor Roberto Martinez? More questions, Ludo?
What is your greatest worry ahead of the World Cup?
Injuries. And then individually, we need to try to see if our players can get enough match fitness to arrive in a good moment. So from now on, as you know, is a very different way to approach the World Cup. We're going to have a turnaround of the 13th of November is the last league game that we're going to have in the domestic leagues. On the 14th, we're coming together. On the 18th, we got a friendly against Egypt. So you don't get time to get people match fit. So it's not a worry. I think it's the way that this World Cup is going to work for every national team. So I think it's a crucial period from now for every player. Don't get injured because you could miss out the World Cup. And in terms of the match fitness, it's important you can get enough minutes to be sharp in the games.
Ja, Ludo?
It seems you're thinking about Eden Hazard now with match fitness.
I think it's obvious. It's obvious. I think it's great to see him on the pitch. The plan was if he could get up to 60 minutes in both games, and he's done that, and he's had that with no problems. But it is important that from now until then we can get some match minutes, because I think the way he looks happy, he looks a threat, he looks someone that is ready to make an impact. So is important, and not just for him. I think you're looking around. Torgan Hazard is a similar situation with the amount of breaks that he's had. It's important that he gets a bit of continuity. And you look through, there is probably 5 players in the squad that they are in that situation. So it's important that we can get that rhythm.
Fred?
Just one question about Eden. What is your opinion about this game of tonight?
I think it was present. He never. You saw it that I think Holland did a good job on stopping in any moment of transition, any moment that he could get away from 1v1 situations. I think they were very, very clever in the tactical aspect of stopping him. But he never stopped from showing. He never stopped from giving the presence and the personality that he brings in his game. So I saw him without having a situation that we can talk about an assist or a goal. I think he had a big presence in the 60 minutes that he played.
Okay, thank you. No more questions, Jurgen?
Was there any form of communication between you and Thierry Henry between the game, or was everything arranged in advance, the changes and stuff?
Yeah, no, he's not allowed. I think the new rules, you're not allowed to communicate with the players or the technical staff, and we're taking the suspension as it is. I think it was nice for us as well to be able to work in we tried a couple of times to be prepared if a COVID situation would leave one of the technical staff members out, how we would cover. And I'm glad that we've been able to do it. It worked well. Everything was prepared, and in a way, everything ran very smoothly.
Oké, geen vragen meer? Oké, prima.
Thank you.
Dankjewel. Thanks, coach.